Anyways, I'm back here out here at the park. And I'm down here at the south end. We ain't found nothing yet this year, and got my first few little ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These little ones. Them don't even get very big. Look what I kind of call these shit yellows. There's all these mushrooms out here. They usually grow pretty good patches a lot of times, so probably a few more of them around here. But I don't think I'm gonna pick them. I just want the big ones. I just want the big nice ones. If I find a whole bunch of them, I'll start picking them, but them are gonna stay for now. Let somebody else maybe get lucky or let them spore out. I mean, it's almost like a straight, perfect line almost. A little bit of curve, but there's a good chance to like maybe more down under here in that line, but I thought I seen a couple more a while ago, but yeah. There's a stem. There's one that got destroyed. All I seen was the little circle sticking out in the leaves. So that looks like one that probably got kicked over or whatever. But anyway, I'm getting going. Well, there's a couple of trees more back. I see somebody's little elm tree off the bank of the creek. Got my first, well, kind of nice one. Kind of messed up, but still good and solid. This side's nice. Good and solid. A little dirty, but still a nice one. Alright, well, should be getting into finding them now, hopefully. Alright, later, guys. I'm back over here by this trail path. Got one nice fresh one. And then you right that patch is way over there, and it goes all the way up there. So this is just a little area, not really a patch. There's a few different kinds of mushrooms growing here, so it's just what I call an area. Alright, well, thought it was gonna be thicker, but I really thought it was gonna be in more spots, but I ain't up to the ditch. This is like the first spot I found them in before that I'm back to, so hopefully I'll find some. You never know, mushrooms are so weird, man. Been doing it for almost 40 years, and still don't know where the hell they're at most of the time. Alright, later. By the trail. Dog, you just stepped on it. You just stepped right on it. Didn't break it though. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Alright. Well, they're really scattered still. Been kind of cool. Get the good weather, then it gets cool. Then it's a little warm, then it gets cool. Decent rains, not super rains, but getting some enough rain. There should be some more out here, you'd think, but they're just pretty scattered. So maybe I just need to go to another spot where I haven't hunted it all yet. I don't know. Anyway, still trying. Well, of course, soon as, I was hitting the button, and bam, there's another nice one. Literally as I hit the button. Alright, well, that's 2 here. Alright, well, look around some more, man. 2 nice ones. So, this is a little weird little area. Find nice grays, the yellows, the shitty looking little ones. 3 or 4 kinds of mushrooms at least here. Alright, well, hopefully I'll be back in a minute. One more in this patch. It's right up to the top. The first one was way down by that, right there by that tree. And over there. Where was the other one? And there's 2 over there. One over there. And one like right up in there. And I got one way up here closer to the top of this. Alright. Yeah, I looked around pretty good before I did this video. Didn't look up there all the way, but looked around through all this and didn't find no more, so I think this might be the patch. Well, if you want to call it a patch. Later. Alright, well, I'm back to this spot where I found like 20 or so nice ones. Some up to like 3 inches, man. 3.5 inches. Big, fat ones. Solid ones. Anyway, I got one. I'm sitting here. Check this out. Sitting here on this crooked tree. by this cricket tree. Been sitting here for about 5 minutes. Here's what I found so far. Not a whole lot. Thinking, why in the hell? Like I said, like on the 4th, the day before Easter, I come out here and I found like good 20 from that dead log along this ditch, around that sycamore, and all the way around that sycamore right there. So all this whole area right here is just scattered. And I found 2 in there today. It's been like 4 or 5 days later. Yeah. So I figured I'd take a second walk back through here, sit down, get a buzz on, and think, why the hell haven't I found? I mean, somebody might have been out here picking them too, but just kind of weird whenever. I ain't probably found nothing anywhere else. This was the main area. This is like, I was trying to make my video the other day from that hunt, and I screwed up and I deleted all my videos. So I got no videos. But, shit, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Hold on. Yeah, I just found a couple up there the other day. It's like, I did a video, like, yeah, it's weird I haven't found one pack. Like, the most I found in one spot was like 3. Then all of a sudden, all around that tree right there, a big sycamore tree, almost all the way around it, I ended up finding mushrooms. And then they worked all the way. What the heck? Oh, hey, what's up? Then I had to find them around that sycamore there, and then up around this dead tree and this sycamore, all along this ditch. But now I ain't finding none there today. It's been too cold. I mean, it's been kind of, got some rain, but it's been cold kind of last couple of days. And now it's only up to like in the 60s today. So maybe just need a little bit more warmer weather again. I don't know. Mushrooms are so weird. They start popping, you think they're going to keep popping, and like you get the rain you need, and sometimes you don't pop. They're just so hard to figure out totally. Anyway, it's a fun hobby. I guess I'm going to look around here for some more since I found this little guy. Been up a couple of days, got some brown on it. Pretty fresh though. Alright, well, I'm going to keep going. I didn't find none around these trees, I don't think, the other day. That one and that little one. Yeah, I don't know. And another one over there somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to get off here and get going. Well, what the fuck, man. Here I am in that patch. So I found them from right over here, all the way around that tree, up into this stuff. Like up in here, all the way around, over to there. Then there, that's where I found there's that tree I was sitting on. That cricket tree I was sitting on, where I found that last one. I come over here and sit on this little log. It's a real leafy area. Like I said, I found them all around there. I never found it on this side of the tree over here. So I'm like, well, it's over here, maybe I'll find one. I looked around here pretty good, and then I was like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna sit down and take it off my bow. Man, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? I'm gonna sit down and find one. Huh? What the hell? Guess I just keep sitting down. Oh, that's crazy. It's a nice one. Not real big, but still it's a nice one. Solid as hell. Alright, well, another one for the bag. That one's really great. Look at the different colors in them. Is that one smaller, or is it an actual gray? Huh. Alright, well, get back with you if I find any more. Later. Just sitting up on that last one. I'll work my way around here. Got one more. One more, man. They're pretty thin today. They're pretty thin today. I don't know if somebody beat me or just been too cold for them to pop in the last couple of days since I've been here. But I'm still going. Well, right here's the area with that trail patch. And over there's the other patch. And right in the middle I got, it's kind of all just one. Like I said, it's not really patches, area. I should say areas, not patches. It's all one big area where you could, man, some years it's even bigger than just anywhere out here. It's more associated with the trees, but they could just be along these ditches and, you know, around the dead limbs of any kind and just anywhere. On the good years, they're just scattered all over this area. Alright, well, I'm still going. Kai's getting tired. Wuss. Kai, you a wuss. The Kai. He must be smelling something or something. Alright, well, later.